Thanks, Mike, for letting me try out full self. Oh, it wants to turn right. We need to go left.
Why don't you let it drive?
Okay, I'm letting it do its thing. It's on version 12, right?
Right.
We just updated it, and we're going to see how it does. We plugged in an intentionally kind of hard route because it drove us to the dealer, and it did pretty well, right?
It did very well going to the dealer.
Yeah.
Less so going to your home.
Oh, yeah.
It took me through every back road that was
Right.
10 feet wide.
It's going to have to get all that right if they want level 4 or 5.
I don't think that's the self-driving as much as it's navigation at that juncture.
That's, yeah. Wants to go to Foster Freeze, so that's interesting. Is this a lane?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just
Well,
a
sort of.
solid line.
I use it.
Yeah. It monitors your driving, so if it does something bad, I have to blame you.
Like you wouldn't anyway.
That was a good turn.
It was a very good
That
turn.
was smooth.
It used to actually do this in those turns
Yeah.
in the city.
No, that wasn't.
This is a
jittery.
huge improvement over what it was.
You can notice differences between version 11 and 12.
yeah, big difference. I stopped using it in town at all.
Really?
It was just too aggravating.
Oh, wow. Do you think it's possible for this system to get to a level 3 or 4 where I don't have to pay attention, or there's no driver in the driver's seat?
From a engineering standpoint, yes.
Okay.
From a legal standpoint, not so certain about that.
Interesting.
Mainly because Tesla's position, and I think all companies, their position is the driver's responsible for the car,
Yes.
notwithstanding what programs we offer.
Right. Right.
So the farther they get away from driver control,
Mm-hmm.
the more questionable that will become.
Right.
God forbid, kill a pack of Girl Scouts on the road.
Oh, no.
And I assure you that the courts will not hold, they will hold Tesla at least partially responsible.
Oh, yeah. And they've got a lot of money opposed to
That's why they'll do
going
it.
after an individual.
They could have picked you and me.
Right.
They're not going to pay for one of those Girl Scouts.
So it signals, that's one thing I've noticed with version 12. It signals pretty early.
Quite early.
Way earlier than I would. And
Me
then
too.
it slows down, not quite as far out maybe as I would go, but that could be a skill issue on my part.
Well, its camera's out in front of you, too.
Yeah.
That was perfect
That was
turn.
good. Oh,
Yeah.
and we're going to go through a roundabout.
All right.
This will be interesting. Have you taken it through a roundabout?
No, I have not. I hadn't used it until this morning. I've had it 4 days.
Got a bicycle in front of us.
It saw.
That was good. It didn't slam the brakes.
No, it didn't do crazy stuff.
Right, but it just kind of gently, that's what I would have done. It kind of gently slowed down and then moved on.
One of the problems it has, Drew, is it actually obeys the law precisely. So
I hate that.
some of these roads, like they have a 25-mile-an-hour speed. Everybody's driving 50. You're driving 25. It's a little freaky.
Yeah, I'm going to speed up a little bit because I know 25 is the limit, but no one in here is going 25.
Yeah, but this is interesting you're doing it. I tried that too.
But it doesn't do it.
Wouldn't do it. No, it's driving.
Okay. Well, that's my only intervention, by the way. I haven't deactivated. I haven't
No, it's
accelerated.
come up a little bit.
It's going 26 now. I'm telling it to go 35. This is always a little weird when the lanes kind of
Yeah, it
disappear,
is.
but it's adjusting. I can tell with that stopping process, it has to come to a complete stop legally. I know
does,
they
yeah.
want to do the California rule, but I can tell they get right to the point of, okay, we stopped, and it immediately goes. It's seeing how fast they can legally.
It's pretty good. Version 11
Yeah.
would sit there long enough that you go, come on.
Yeah, like,
So-
come on. You get honked at.
Oh, well, I get honked at anyway. But the truth is, I know for sure that I'm number one.
You're sure?
Hey, I'm sure of it because people keep giving me a symbol. Number one, I'm number one. I appreciate the positive feedback. Now, this is interesting. What's it going to do?
It wants to kind of stop.
Oh,
Right in the middle. You can't stop here.
No, that was
You gotta go. You gotta go.
That was a bad place to stop.
It
you have to admit.
moved over, crossed into that lane without signaling.
Yeah, that would not be good at rush hour.
Yeah, I was told the signal at roundabouts in driving school. I don't know if you're supposed to in reality, but well, I would say it was a very awkward roundabout experience, but the airbags didn't go off.
Here's the thing. I tried it in version 11.
Yeah.
This was miles ahead.
That
of
was?
Oh, yeah.
I'd be a little scared if it did that where it stops in the middle and there was a car coming. I would have taken over.
I would have too.
Only reason I didn't take over is because it wasn't too busy. This is our
Address.
stop. So it wants to pull over in the middle of this.
Let's see what it does.
Yeah, I want to see if it parks here. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Don't curb. Don't hit it.
It didn't curb.
It didn't? Yeah,
No.
we're good. We're good.
That's amazing.
Is it going to put it in park? It's still tweaking.
Waiting for you to do something.
That's funny. It's just like,
Come on.
it just says your destination has arrived. Okay. Well, what am I doing? Driving? You should figure this out for me.
Me?
No, the car.
What's it doing
It
now?
doesn't. No, it's just stopping in the middle.
Okay, that's not
You
good.
better punch it. All right, I'm punching.
That
It was
wasn't
good.
good. It did it again. It put us in the middle of the road.
Okay.
There it goes. Now it's decided it's going to turn.
Crossing a double yellow.
Yeah, it did.
But there's a left turn lane.
That's interesting.
But see, this is okay. This is good. This is weird. It's a protected left, but you have to go left and then immediately right.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see how it does it. Okay.
Did it perfect.
There you go. Not too bad.
Yeah, look at it. It's all orange.
Is it gonna try to snake past this? Okay, we got a green.
Jeez, it went right next to
Really
him.
close.
Why did it do that?
Okay.
Look at that.
It's hugging the curb, but it did it.
It really did.
That was pretty good. I'm impressed. I thought that would trip it up, all those lights coming at it at once, but it didn't.
Not at all.
We're gonna see how it does in your driveway here, which is kind of tight, but it's slowing down, it's signaling. No one's coming, so that's good.
Amazing.
Okay, it's going a little fast here. Wow. There's just leaves on the road and it's still. The fact that this is even attempting this. Name any other driver assist feature. Wow, and it's navigating your little.
Mud all over the
There's
road.
mud everywhere and it doesn't care. It can still tell what is drivable path.
Well, it goes home great. Doesn't leave.
Yeah,
it
it's
for-
almost like it sees the garage door. Look at that. It says, even though we're in your driveway, which is kind of a loop and we've got a barrier here, we're going to see how version 12 does getting out. Have you done this?
I've never done it.
You put a lot of trust in me, don't you?
I do.
It's it's going to take its precious time.
Well, it's got to figure it out.
It did it from my house.
Yeah, but this is really weird right here.
Yeah,
You
mine-
got a carport and a,
So it's on.
I think you'll need to back up and readjust it.
It just is stuck then. Well, I want to help.
wait. There's still some stuff going on.
It's still thinking.
I think it is.
What if I push the accelerator a little? What is it? Yeah, it's not steering.
Not doing
Okay, let me
Back up.
back up a little.
Straight
We'll
shot.
orient it a little bit. Give it a little help. It will not activate in reverse, is what we've learned. You cannot turn on autopilot. So if it's pulled into your driveway and you have to back out, autopilot won't work. But hit drive, icon appeared. I don't think it likes that shade or that
Oh,
barrier.
I don't think it likes anything about that. Wait.
Push. Oh, okay. I gave it a little push.
Oh, oh my goodness.
What do you think? Should I try it again or just redirect?
Just go under the thing. That way.
I don't think it sees that pole.
Yeah, it's not rendering anything.
Yeah, go around the pole
I don't think the
first.
pole is quite loaded yet, but this is tight back here.
It's very tight.
But we're on assertive, so
It seems to be going
yeah,
better.
that's pretty fast.
Oh.
It wants to take this little narrow passage. Thank God for your ultrasonic sensors. Right?
Oh,
Okay.
what?
That didn't work.
No.
What was that?
Okay.
Wow.
For some reason, it likes my house better than yours.
It came down here perfectly.
It knows it's being recorded or something.
Well,
I'll
this is
redirect it.
more challenging than I wouldn't have thought it could make the turn.
Yeah,
So
I wasn't expecting it to handle
I'm
driveways.
not disappointed with that result, but it does make me think about the, medical emergency. I want to go to the hospital.
Sure. Or just a common one is people falling asleep. We have a really weird interchange here where it's like a one-way that you have to kind of go into the wrong way. See how there's all these signs saying one way, but you have to turn against the flow. It's clear. Okay.
You had to do it.
Okay. That was perfect. Oh my God. I'm impressed. That was that was no problem. Maybe it helps that it doesn't read all the signs yet. I waited till it was clear.
Now we got the roundabout.
Yeah, let's give it another attempt at this roundabout. It's got to know its turn, and it's got to kind of use your imagination on what these other cars are.
Yeah, it did pretty good. Oh.
It wants to stop. You better go. You better go. Waited. Well,
that's not the worst thing to do.
I guess it treats it like a lot of people, like a stop sign when it
Like
isn't.
people over 70.
We found another roundabout, but we're just doing it right. So this one should be pretty simple. And it's never too busy. Does it have to stop at every roundabout? No? Okay, there you go.
It didn't stop.
I think it heard me. It said, no, I can go, it's fine.
Who knows what it's doing?
Just to avoid any confusion, Michael, my friend, has a Model 3 rear-wheel drive as well with lithium iron phosphate, and he's the one who paid for full self-driving. He bought it outright back when it was $10,000, so it was a few years ago. No, I do not have it currently on my vehicle, but overall, I have to admit, I was genuinely impressed. It did everything that I could throw at it. We took some more footage, and if you want to see more, let me know in the comments down below if you want it more uncut and less chopped up. And basically everything I could possibly think of to try to trip up the system, it couldn't handle. But I think Mike, especially with his legal background, brought up an excellent point about how getting all of this software to be legally appropriate for level 4 or level 5 autonomous driving is going to be a much different battle than just getting the car engineering-wise physically capable of doing a lot of routes without much interventions. We still had a couple interventions, and I'm sure full self-driving will get better with future updates. This wasn't the experience that convinced me that like robo-taxis are coming, but it did reassure me that there is a lot of incredibly capable software engineers at Tesla that have made, by far, no doubt about it, the best driver assistance software in the world. There's no debate there, really. It's able to attempt so much more than any other car even tries to do itself. Dare I say, version 12 has kind of changed my opinion on full self-driving a little bit. Before, I would have said that the hardware and the cameras on it currently are not enough to achieve a level 4 system. Now I'm starting to think it might be enough. Even though we were testing it with hardware 3 and not hardware 4, it did some very, very capable, impressive things in terms of perception and navigation. But once again, that legal subject is going to be a whole different one. Tesla assuming liability for all of their cars driving around, that's a whole nother ballgame opposed from can the car physically do it. But level 3 for sure, I think is obtainable because level 3 still requires a driver to be present. It just doesn't necessarily always require them to pay attention. And legally, it's going to be a nightmare to try to get level 3 in any of these Teslas because the NHTSA is already mad at where our eyes are when using basic autopilot. But I do feel confident that the hardware equipped, even in these hardware 3 vehicles, is capable of level 3 autonomous driving under certain circumstances. And that's exciting in itself. Even if it never becomes a massive revenue stream from Tesla, it's still just exciting to know that it could have one of the best driver assist features of any vehicle out there, and I don't think anyone else is really coming close. But let me know what kind of more full self-driving videos you'd like to see in the future down in the comments below, and thank you to everybody supporting this channel directly. Seriously, helps us out a ton, as does just watching these videos, so thanks again. Have an excellent rest of your day.